I'm not sure. I can. I know if you go to your stream chat and put backslash host jbanner09, it will bring my stream into your channel.
Or we could do /raid, which automatically sends all of his viewers 100% to your channel too, which that also works either way.
It actually looks like the stream is starting to run smooth. I believe we may have fixed the issue. As you see now, the 47 of Juicy Jake has P number 1, as the number 2 of Hude has second, with the 00 and 24 fighting for third.
Yeah.
Easy Goats. Have you exited the Xbox party by chance?
Yes, sir, I have.
That might have been the whole issue of what was going on with me and whatnot. Because when I was accepting invites back to the race, it was every time I'd get there, it would lose it. Every time I'd get back, it would lose it again. And then when I got on Twitch, it was struggling with Twitch. I don't know if it's where you're out West Coast and it's taking too long to ping it or what, but I'm just glad we fixed it.
Yep, as it looks like the stream is running smooth, as the 47 now has first place. Like we said, the 2 has second, but the 00 is looking to fight him for it, as the 24 now sitting in fourth, lurking his way and seeing if he can't pull from this all.
Yeah, that 00 has definitely been in the frame all night tonight. I don't think there has been one spot where he's been at below P6. I think the lowest he got was P5, but he's battled back from a lot tonight, and I believe he'll keep doing so and could possibly pull out a win as he bumps the number 2 of Hude.
Yep, as you just saw, the 00 did slam into the 2 of Hude. He, Wyatt occasionally gets loose. Everyone occasionally gets loose, man. I mean, what can you do about it? Cars hit cars. It's not meant on purpose. It's done on accident. As you see now, the 00 is pulling himself closer to the 47. Now, the question is the 47 letting him get close? Or is the 47 saving tires and fuel, for the end of this run? Because I believe, if we check here, this last stage is about 60 laps ish, which is gonna be 3 pit stops. That's if you can get to the end of your run and there's no caution.
Yeah, making it to the end of those runs is definitely important. The 47 definitely does look to be running from the whole pack with the 00 hot on its tail. Well, not hot on his tail, but definitely up there on his behind him, and you could definitely see him in the rearview mirror there.
Yep, Wyatt is just inching closer and closer to the 47. I mean, we talk about it on and off this season. I mean, 47, he's been very dominant, but we haven't been able to see him shut the door yet. He's been up in the front, he's been killing it, he's been leading, but he's never fully closed the door. He's left it cracked open, and everyone's able to put their hand in there and say, you know what, stop. I'm going to take it instead. And they do. I mean, it's so unfortunate for the sub 47, but I think tonight is his night.
Yeah, definitely. You've got to keep that P1 locked down and do as much as you can to keep it locked down. And not much you could do if someone sneaks your hand in there and takes it away from you.
Now, I'll tell you who still has their finger on the door. That is the 20 and 24. Those two are third and fourth, but in case these 47 and 00 make contact, slam into each other, spinning each other around, those two are there to grab the lead. And that could happen. I mean, you see, these cars are getting loose. They get loose. They're too tight sometimes, exiting out of pit road. I mean, what do you do?
Yeah, pit road definitely with those fresher tires and them trying to set up later, like trying to set their cars early for the late game. And as we see the 24 go around and being sponsored by John Deere, this might bring out a caution. He spun around and he's not looking too good in shape, but we'll see how this goes. And he can't get it out of the grass. I know that feeling. Definitely not easy to get out of the grass there.
As he passes by the 21, I think the 21 may have motor failures also. Very unfortunate. He was in the back, though. Wasn't really a factor for tonight, but you never know.
We have definitely had multiple engine failures tonight. I'm not sure with the what's going on with that. I don't know if they're high too high RPMs or what's going on, but I will report on that last incident with 24 and Goober going around. It was a one car incident, and it will stay green on the racetrack.
We do love when it stays green, but it's very upsetting for the 24, speaking that he's now almost a lap down as the leaders are starting to catch up on him. Um, those engine failures, yeah, you've got to watch your RPMs. If you run them too high and hit the rev limiter too much, that could definitely cause the engine not to work as properly and have catastrophic failures.
As you can see, the 24 was, hurt from that incident. He's been hurt all night. The 24 just can't find anything for that car. But you want to know another who can't keep their car rolling tonight straight, not just me and, flipping around screens on accident, is the 18 of Elite Fusion. I mean, you see it right now. This dude is having a tough time trying to keep his car under control. As you see the 47 now lapping him. The 00, as we've gotten back to him, he's dropped off the 47. I mean, the 18 is just having a very, very, very unfortunate night tonight.
As we see him start to enter the pits here, is he going for aerodynamics, maybe to get the car running a bit smoother and 4 fresh Goodyear tires and a full can of Sunoco fuel? But as of him doing this, he's gonna have to pit at least another 2 times, maybe even a third time, depending on how much he could save the fuel and how much he could save his tires.
Yeah, instead of that 18 being sponsored by M&M's tonight, he is going to go ahead and get sponsored by Lay's. I mean, he's got crumpled cars. He's got the crumpled chips, the little chips that get crumpled at the bottom of the bag. That's what his car looks like right now. And I don't think that's what he wants to see.
I personally think his car looks like more of a Lay's wavy chip that has all those crinkles in it, but it's still a stiff chip. Very good chips. If you haven't checked them out, they're Frito Lay's, pretty good.
If I'm watching the 47, he's tending to just go further and further away from the 00 wide. I know White's probably saving some fuel, but we should be about 5 laps away from some pit stops.
There you go. Pit stops getting ready to come in. Also looking at the fans. I mean, look at them. They're all excited, but it does look like they are 6 feet away from each other, which is something, we should be used to by now. I mean, unfortunately, it is a bad event, but, staying 6 feet apart, and I think that's what Juicy's trying to do right now from Mr. Wyatt. He's staying well over 6 feet. He's keeping his distance on Wyatt, and I think that's exactly what Juicy wants to see right now.
Yeah, that distance is definitely good, especially for the fast cars, the 00s. Those fans, they're looking pretty good. Hopefully, they have their popcorn because this is gonna be a good one.
Yeah, I think this is gonna get good fast. As you see, the 00 of Wyatt has no one around him, but you see those 3-pack of cars. It looks like the 88 of Pickle, the 14 of Mikey, and the 51 of Joker. I mean, you see it. They are getting loose all around. The 00, I mean, he's had a killer night so far, but he just hasn't been able to produce anything in this last stage so far.
Yeah, and not producing in this stage is definitely rough because this is the one that's for all the marbles, all the cookies, and all those Frito-Lay chips at the bottom of the bag.
Yep, as you can see, there was some issues with the 14. He ran in the 51. I mean, it's terrible to watch happen, but it's tough to do, and it's tough to go through with the fact that, your tires are getting loose. You're going around. You can't save it. It happens. It's unfortunate that it happens, but it happens. You see the 88 is drawing himself closer and closer to that 00. I mean,
88 has reported he's going down this lap, yo. So let's see. Make sure he gets on pit road entry here. Right here.
it looks like the 00 has also signaled that he is going to come down this time. We'll see what happens as pit stops are getting ready to pop up right now.
I'm getting
Yeah.
reports 4 cars going in as well. They're probably going to see a lot of takers already come on down.
Yeah, these pit sequences could be a blessing in disguise or a curse in disguise. Speaking on if they get a black flags are not good. Speaking that they're 18 seconds a pop. So we just hope to see no black flags and keep it a clean pit sequence and maybe maybe yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
As it looks like, the 2 got very, very lucky on that pit sequence. He came in, he beat, the 51 and the 14 in the pit road. It doesn't look like he's going to beat him out of pit road. As you see now, the 88 and 51 are going to be hot on that 00's tail.
Yeah, another big question. Who went for the 4 fresh Goodyear tires and who didn't? Who went for right sides and just gas?
I believe everyone came in for tires and fuel. Tires and fuel is very important at this point. You can't come in for right sides and be like, you know what? I'm going to come in for right sides. That's it. No. In this, you got to come in for everything. You can, as you see the 00 and 18 make slight contact. At this point, I would understand last pit stops, yes, coming in for right sides. Right now, you just can't risk it.
I'm not sure if you can risk it on that last stop, any stop. 2 laps on the tires, 1 lap, 18. I think you're taking 4 tires every time you come down pit road.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I normally do no matter what track I'm at. That's just me and not being very experienced in Heat 5, but definitely we love to see when we have a good race and everyone being very good at the track that we're at.
Yeah, you want to talk about being good. This 48 has been really dominant all season, but unfortunately tonight he couldn't make it. I think he just failed inspection too many times, and unfortunately he ran out of chances to make the race.
There is a chance, I think. I heard rumors, just only rumors, that he was actually at the beach enjoying a week off after all these victories he's racked up this season.
Oh wow, a week off. That's the first time, but everyone needs that little break every now and again, and it's definitely a good time to take it when you're in the lead like that.
I joke a little bit. No, he has had some power failure at his house, so he is definitely out of contention for the night.
Ooh, power failure at his house. Ooh, that is no good, and hopefully everything is okay over there where he is at.
I do look forward to watching the 48 versus the 47 in races to come as the end of the season comes on.
Yeah, I agreed with that, Banner. They're definitely going to be a good combo to watch and see what happens here because they're both really fast and really clean drivers.
As you can see, the 47, he's got his distance on the 00, but the 00 is slowly inching himself closer. Although that pack behind him, you saw the distance between the 00 and the 88. They were right on top of each other. The distance that 00 has grabbed, I think he's put his car in the right direction with adjustments and is now working his way to catch the 47. Question is he going to have enough time to catch him? Did he start it too late? Did he start it too early? Does the 47 have something to respond with him with? That's the questions we come as we're entering near the end of this race.
Yeah, I don't know. The 47 has definitely pulled some tricks out of his sleeve before, and he might have a backup setup that's just faster when it comes to the end, and we might be able to see it if he's got one. And the 00 has definitely been fast all night, but we'll see if the adjustments helped him or hurt him if he did make any. And the 47 is a good while ahead of the person behind him. I can't really tell who's behind him. I want to say it's the double zeros. As they're coming around the start finish line again.
Yeah, we have the 47, the double zero, and then behind them you have, I'm pretty sure it is the 51. Nope, it's the 88, 14, and the 51 round out the top five.
So going on the 51 does have a win this season. He won at Bristol. Bristol is a tough track to race at, with tight cornerings, fast cornerings, getting too loose as towards the end of your run. But the 51 got through that. It's the same scenario here at Texas. You get loose coming out of the corners. You get loose mid-corner. I mean, if anyone's going to know what to do with their car and how to make it not loose towards the inner run, my money's going to this 51.
And Banner, if you do, what's the lap count left on this stage 3 here, just so we have an idea?
We are at 30 laps to go, so we definitely have one more round of pit stops coming up here in about 10 laps. And from what I hear from the drivers on track, that it will be tight on fuel. So therefore, we could be seeing some saving coming into play or not. But 30 to go.
Thank you, Banner. 30 to go. Wow. We have definitely flown through this race. Definitely gone faster than the blink of an eye, but we are still here, and at this point, like you said, we will see some saving, and the people with shifters, they're definitely going to shift it in neutral quite often here.
The guys to look out for saving is the double zero Wyatt. I mean, not to toot my horn or anything, but I did teach him how to save. So he did learn what he needs to do with the car when it comes to saving that extra gas that he needs. I think he's going to come out on top. Guber, he was taught how to save. As you see, the 88 has gone loose. I think he's going to have to come in before that 20 laps is up.
Yeah, definitely getting loose and getting down into that grass is definitely no fun when it comes to that, because it wears your tires bald in seconds. Well, not seconds, but it goes fast.
Pickle of Caribou right there. Definitely lost him 2 spots. Luckily, he didn't spin it around. But he definitely came out. He lost 2 spots. He's back in 5th behind Mikey and Joker. That's a little battle that I've been watching, is the Mikey of the 14 car and Rowdy in the 51 car. So it should be interesting with 88 now into play at that.
Yep, as you see, the 51 looking to make his way around the 14, or are they drafting together? If they're drafting together, they could be pushing themselves closer and closer to that double zero and 47. As you look ahead, I mean, you see the distance they got to make up. Question is how are they going to do it? If they're going to fight each other, it's going to take them forever. But if those two sit down and be like, you know what, let's work together. It looks like that is what Joker is thinking. Joker is slowing up and staying behind the 14. I think they're just becoming draft buddies. As you see, the 88's making his way around the 51 now.
Yeah, draft buddies are definitely special when it comes to this, because the more speed you could carry in and out of those corners is definitely a lot, because you got those long straightaways to build up more and more speed to try to catch that leader.
As you can see, I don't think the 88 wants to be involved in being draft buddies at all, as he's now fighting the 14 side by side. 51 is trying to figure out which car he wants to draft with, as he's himself.
I believe what happened right there, Yotes, I hate to cut you off, but I believe what happened was that was the old 51 getting out of the way to let Pickle do some dirty work for him, is what I thought. I think that was.
That could be the situation that's going on. As you see, the 88's having a tough time trying to get around the 14. As you see, 3 different manufacturers have resorted to working together. That's how far those two in front of them have pulled. I mean, it's crazy to see.
Yeah, it definitely is crazy, because they definitely are trying to work together at some points, and it's definitely a little rough being from different manufacturers.
As we are scrolling through the field here, it looks like, unfortunately, a good amount of cars have had failures with their cars. As it looks about 5. That's unfortunate. As you see now, the 00 Mr. Wyatt, he's been in earlier in this race. He's killed it, but the gap just looks like it's getting smaller and smaller as we go. Question is does anyone have anything for the 47, or is it just going to be a complete wipeout?
I don't believe so. Watt has fallen. I believe the gap is 3.2 seconds, and I believe that there is. We should be coming up on the last pit stop of the race, so we'll make sure that black flags don't get caught here.
As you say that, the 00 has pulled his car down pit lane. You know, was it smart to go this early, or was it a bad move knowing that your tires are gonna fall out fast? As he says, he's got another flag. So that puts your 00 out of contention for this race unless if a flag pops up. As you can see, the 47 and the 24 are also deciding to pull their cars down pit road. The 24 Aguber is almost lapped by the 47, but here he comes in the pit lane as many more are getting ready to pull themselves down. The 14, 88, and 2 are going to take their stab at coming down pit road alongside the 4 as 24 Aguber gets himself out. The 47 of Juicy is getting ready to pull himself out. 14 and 88 coming out side by side, getting ready to exit pit road.
I believe we could have some interesting finishes here, guys.
Yeah, this could be a interesting finish, but I think, with these guys being as spread out as they are, I think we got our winner in hand as long as he doesn't mess up. But cautions are not out of the factor just yet. Cautions can happen at any point to anyone for any reason, and I don't see it happening, but it most definitely could happen as we near the end of this race.
I'm not sure what everybody's strategy is, but I've got a couple of drivers that's reported on radio that are good, aren't good. And from the reports I've heard is the 88 will be good, 20 will not be good, and the 00's got to be definitely not good considering he pitted a lap before most.
You say that about the 20. It looks like the 20 of Disturbed just completely forgot about grabbing fuel as he is sputtering around the corners. You see the beautiful Fort Worth, Texas in the background. I mean, it's very unfortunate for this 20, but right now he's got to feel like Ricky Bobby when he gets back in that car, man. He feels like he's going all of 20 against guys that are going 120. It's not something he wants to see, especially this late in the race.
He definitely does, but at this point, that's his second lap down right there. Yeah, he missed the pit road entry, so. Unfortunately, don't think a tow truck's going to come out there and give him a bump, so he could be sitting in a tough spot.
Yep, that is unfortunately one thing that NASCAR Heat did not add, was, hey, my car's out of fuel, it can't move. Okay, let's throw the caution and tow you back. We're going to have a tow truck come out and pick you up, or, you hold a button and it tows you back. But it's unfortunate to see as you see the 88 and 14 go flying past the 20, and 88's right behind the 14 looking to make his way around him for another position.
Definitely the best battle on track is that 88 and 14 right now.
Yeah, that battle is very, very, very nice right now. They seem to be having a good battle, and the 88's trying to make some good moves here. Let's see how this pans out and how it'll end.
Yeah, as we're at 15 laps to go, 88 is definitely probably going to complete the pass right here on the exit of turn 4. But here's the 51 coming into play too, so Mikey might lose another spot.
They are making slight contact. I mean, that just goes to show how much one position matters to these guys. The 14 and 88 were making contact. 88 tried to get around the 14. He's got around the 14, but the 14 is looking to already get around the 88. This is giving the 51 enough time to pull himself even closer to those two. I think you're going to have a three-way battle for that position.
Yeah, they definitely are having a battle, and we'll see how.
Let's go ahead to NASCAR. Well, I guess not NASCAR, but Primetime Series. Crank it up. And we are going to go ahead and come out of that. You see, the 14 was passed by the 51. But
what a battle we have right here with 3 cars.
Oh, yeah. They are 3 wide on the front stretch. I mean, the back stretch. 51 moved his way around the 14. The 88 got his way around the 14. As the 51's now looking to make his way around the 88, man, it's just back and forward, back and forward. This is the best battle we have right now.
By far, we are definitely under 10 to go right here. So when the leader gets back to the line, we are at 9 to go. So it could get even better.
Yeah, as you see with some of these cars, they realize, you know what? It's crunch time. It's time to go. I need those positions. You know, I got to do everything I can.
But with it being crunch time and all of them pushing as hard as they can, who's going to run short on fuel and who's going to pop a tire? And who's just going to run it to E?
You know, we saw the 88 has enough fuel. He can push the thing to the limits. We don't know if the 51 or 14 have enough fuel. Assuming, by the way, they're running side by side with the 88, I'm going to have to guess that they got enough fuel. Question is whose tires are going to last? Who's going to spin left first? Who's going to be the first one to not spin their tires and keep their car going straight?
Yeah, I'm going to give favor to 88 on that one.
I believe they're all racing hard and clean right now. I like what I'm seeing on track with the guys, but I believe they're all good on fuel. So the main thing is, I tell you who's liking this, and that's that 47 car that's probably about 35 seconds ahead of them.
Yeah, these guys definitely got good distance right now. The 88 has pulled himself as the 51 and 14 are now starting to make contact. I mean, at this point, these guys are just getting impatient, and they're ready, I think, just to get this race over with.
And Juicy Jake is in the lead according to Yotes here. We'll see if he could hold it and pull off the win tonight.
Juicy has been very dominating tonight at Texas. He knows what to do with the car. You know, he's keeping the car straight, but it doesn't seem like he's running as fast as others. He may not be fully down. I could be wrong. Juicy is a quick kid. And he's smart when it comes to passing. He knows what to do and when to do it.
We have 5 to go right there. And I'm sure 47's about to cruise home to victory lane. And I'm going to go ahead and get the 6 shooters ready for him.
You go do that, Vanner. As you go get the 6 shooters ready for him, also get Coca-Cola ready for him so he could he could have a nice sip of Coca Cola and in victory lane.
10-4. He's I think he's off to a 9-second, 10-second lead right now.
You know, Juicy driving the 47, I'll tell you what, he was shopping for a victory tonight, and right now he is down the aisle of victory lane. He has hit the aisle of stage 2. He got past that aisle. He's hit the aisle of let me get on my pit stops. The question is did he walk down the aisle of fuel for long enough?
Yeah, that'll definitely pay out big, and if he walked down the aisles of conserving his tires a bit more, and we'll definitely see that a bit later in these 5 laps, probably 4 now, um, as he cruises on and on.
All right, the 47's coming out of 3 and 4 right here. He will be taking 2 to the line. We have some contact. Ooh, we have a late caution on the track. It will be green, white, checkered.
Wow, that is a turn of events. You know, we were just talking about the 47 cruising away. Question is what do you do with this car? Yes, your car was set up to be late run cars, but now you got to turn that car from a late run car to a, go. It's you got 3 laps. That's all I need to get out of this car. So do they crank down the wedge? Do they crank up the tape? And do they bring down those tires? I mean, bring up the tires so they're faster, but they get looser faster. But at least their car gets so loose that it's at the last moment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
they will
definitely.
be throwing helmets out the window. They'll be dropping weight, higher in tire pressure. They'll be doing all of the above, Yotes.
Yeah, they definitely should have went down for 4 tires because that speed could definitely make or break your final 3 laps here.
Because I believe that is exactly what they did with the 47 now leading and the 2 on his bumper coming out of corner 2 for 2 laps to go.
Yeah, and I think we're coming down to the white flag here. Um, as a white flag gets thrown, Juicy Jake just seems to be pulling and pulling away. I feel like if he had more laps, he could get it back to his 10-second lead.
Definitely don't think anything has nothing for the 47, but I'd tell you who has made their way up to the top 3 or 4, and that's the 2 car of Houday Forever, which he just hits the wall.
Yeah, I think the 80 might have a last chance run. If he's going to run that car, he will. He makes
Will he?
contact with the 47. They are
Did
side
he?
by
Who's to
side.
the line?
No! Juicy had enough speed to pull it towards the end. Wow.
And that was a great race here in Texas. Congratulations to Juicy Jake for being the first primetime winner at Texas.
He is the primetime winner at Texas, but he is not the first one. The first one would go to Goober, who won the K&N series here at Texas. And Goober also won the trucks. But Juicy does take home the Cup Series victory at Texas, which will write his name down for, years to come with prime time.
Yeah, I apologize. I mean the first Cup Series one to win. Yeah. How are you doing? Filling up those 6 shooters and grabbing that Coca-Cola banner.
Well, definitely got that finished. I've got our guys coming down here to celebrate and shoot them off, so it should be here soon.
And we are going to go ahead and try to grab the top
Yo.
3 and pull them into the booth. And we'll be right back. And we are back from, talking with these guys. Dude, Thunder, you did amazing. You came in P3. You killed it all night, man. Where were you in the first two stages? And, what was going through your head on this last restart?
Well, that last caution is what gave me the shot. I think I was running about seventh, and I messed up the last pit stop and got like 10 seconds of damage. So I was just cruising last car on the lead lap before that caution. And fixed damage, came out fourth, and just went for it. I wasn't able to get stage points. Just kind of stayed taking care of stuff, wait until the end. But right place, right time, stepped on the gas pedal and got it done.
Yeah, right place, right time was definitely where you wanted to be. And, you were hidden a lot between stage 1 and 2. Was there something wrong with your car, or were you just getting a feel for it?
Not necessarily. I just kind of stick around for the long run. My car is really a long run car, especially at Texas in the mile and a half. You got to be able to have good handle, and you got to have the feel for it. So I was just taking my time, letting the race come to, and when the money windows open, I'm up front.
Well, that was an excellent run from you tonight, Thunder. We are gonna go ahead and pick up Pickled. Also, Pickled, man, you
What's
tried
up?
to give Juicy a late run on that last lap. You almost got him. You got to the quarter panel, but just didn't have enough speed. I mean, you were killing it all night. You were working your way around Mikey. What was going through your head on the last restart and during the stages?
Um, if I could have restarted third, I think I could have won. Or actually, to be honest, if I would have started third, I probably would have, because I don't know, I probably wouldn't have gave Juicy any chances. But I was hoping I would start third because I had a second of damage that I hadn't been repairing on my last two pit stops, and I went ahead and repaired it that last pit stop, hoping it would drop me from second to third. It did not. So, the first two stages, I was really feeling my car out because I haven't played this game all week. I've been iRacing, so I was jumped in here about a half hour before the race and got some practice and was still able to have a good run. I mean, if it would have went green, I would have finished second, and then caution came out and I still finished second. I'm not that mad about it.
Yeah, that was definitely an excellent run coming towards the end of the race, man. I mean, when you were coming in the pit, like you said, you were going in for the 2 seconds of damage. Were you thinking, if I don't, man, what happens if I drop back more? Or, if I stay second, were you looking to drop down as fast as possible, or were you looking to see if you can be Juicy on the outside?
Well, I repaired the damage thinking hopefully it would start me third, and I didn't. I knew that it could possibly, I mean, obviously it didn't move me back at all, but I thought maybe I start third, fourth, or fifth, hoping for third. Going into one on the restart, I tried to let Juicy get in front of me and drop in behind him. If I could have done that, I would have had a better chance, but Hude was there and I couldn't, so I had to wait to get clear of Thunder off of 2 and then get Hude into turn 3. And I don't know if I could have done anything different in turns 1 and 2 that lap, but I tried to get him.
Well,
Just wasn't there that last lap.
well, no matter what happened, man, that was an amazing run. You did an excellent job tonight. Congrats on your P2.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
And Banner, we'll let you go ahead and pick up on our race winner tonight, Juicy Jake.
Yeah, I was able to fix the microphone, and I got these 6 shooters ready for our winner, Juicy Jake. And we have to ask you after you shoot these guns off first, but what about that victory? How do you feel about it?
I had a great night racing. Everyone was very clean, not a lot of incidents, and we got a lot of green flag racing. I really made sure I got on pit road right at the limit because had a few issues with people catching up and closing the gap on their pit road, and we had a really fast Kroger Camaro in that last stage, and that we had a long 40 lap run and 3 laps before the finish, we had to start it again get a restart. And I knew if I kept Pickled on my outside when I started, then he would have a harder time getting back to me because I knew he had a fast car. He was racing really, really good all night. And yeah, I checked up a little bit at the start, made sure I shifted a little bit early to get the good speed going into turn 1. And I made sure to leave the door open in turn 3 just in case he had good run on the bottom. But we were making passes all night on the outside. And I really love when there's a broadcast going for the race. It's really great that you guys are streaming.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Pickle. Unfortunately, had to start on the outside. I don't know if it would have played out any differently if he'd have started right behind you. But yeah, you definitely had the fastest car on the track. I'm not sure what the last caution was over, but what were you really thinking when that caution got waived? Was it an oh shit, Matt, or what was it? What was your thought process?
Well, we were about due for a caution at that point. I wasn't expecting to run green the whole time. I was actually just chasing lap cars at the time, so I bet they're happy they get to stay on the lead lap. But
I'm sure of it, man. Well, next week is it'll be a doubleheader next week at Darlington in New Hampshire. What are your chances at those tracks?
I really love New Hampshire. Darlington's challenging for me. Talk about a hard pit road. Like I still don't know how to master pit road at Darlington, but I'm really fast at the flat short tracks. Anything with some like high line. Love New Hampshire's high line.
Yeah, New Hampshire not quite as hard as Darlington. I don't think anybody's mastered the Darlington pit road entry. Just to let you know, but those races will not have stages. Will that play into any different strategy you may have?
Well, I've always just made sure to take care of my race car. I did at this race, and it pays off if you take care of your tires and save a little fuel because everyone's running hard and you just want to take care of your equipment.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations on your victory tonight, and celebrate long into the night.
Yes, sir. You guys have a good night.
Well, Banner, that will do it for us this week. Like you said, we take on Darlington and New Hampshire next week. Those are completely two different tracks, but the tires are once again going to make a play in both tracks. New Hampshire, you can't get the full run because of the tires. Darlington, you have a tough time trying to keep that car straight because of the tires. They get you loose, they get you almost around. But, some of these drivers, I believe, are going to find their way around this situation, and they're just going to be absolutely dominating.
I definitely agree. I know the 48 of Chrome Prince will definitely be hungry as ever next week because Darlington is his racetrack that I know he is really good at. New Hampshire, I'm not sure if who's going to be good at New Hampshire, but I'd definitely be checking out for the 48 and 47 to have a hell of a battle next week at Darlington.
And there you go. That will do it for us tonight. We'd like to thank all that have tuned in, all that have watched, even those that are going to go back and watch the replay later. We appreciate you guys stopping by, and we'll catch y'all next week.